What lies below? I wonder what lies below. This is not going to be an especially long session. May not be especially short, but I do have a pressing matter to attend to. I hope I can be fully present, but it's a little bit of stuff today. All right. So I don't see anything this way, right? Typically, you want to check. Now, why do I do that? What if there was some, encounter that was so intense that it made sense to draw it out all the way out here? In that circumstance, you don't want to find any unhappy surprises in those spaces. That was a different sound. I guess it's still just rock. Yeah. Seems like I think they have barefoot sounds that are different in this game, because I just know it sounds right when I'm barefoot in this game. But I wonder if they have different sounds for different types of shoes, or are all shoes the same? I've never paid attention to that. Because Bloodborne, it was always noticeable how barefoot sounded like boots. In fact, as petty as it might sound, I might like a mod that simply throws in the Elden Ring sound effects for barefoot footsteps into Bloodborne. I know that sentence wasn't grammatically great. Throws in. Am I a knuckle dragger? Alright. So, let's see. Ooh. Unintentional fan service. I think I do a good amount of that in Elden Ring. Some in Dragon's Dogma as well. But I go with the flow. So once it's happening, it's happening. Most of the time. Alright, so I think that's what's up here, I guess. And then back down below, there was that person in the red who I should assume is an enemy, but could possibly be a friendly. What makes me think that they could be not an enemy, even though they're dressed the same as enemies? Just simply the fact that I had to drain the water in order to make this area accessible. And regular enemies, I wouldn't expect would be able to be here. So it's like a special person who could get their way here, find their way here. After that. Now, could still be an enemy, but I would think that it's an important enemy. There it is. Now this is a nice open world design, right? Like, I like my Metroidvania, right? The open world, I still question if it's adding something to the Soulsborne experience, rather than just spacing out the core content. It's definitely done much better, I think, here in the Realm of Shadow because it's denser, and the spaces between do feel more like a sort of adventure space. Gelmir felt like that in the base game, for sure. Gelmir is basically a dungeon. I like that a lot. Like the path to the manor. But there are cases when a very broad, open sort of concept does work, where they do it differently and it works well. Okay. Enemy, but also special, kind of like I said, maybe. They're necromancing mesmer guys. Now, was that just a one-time thing, or was that a preview of something that they're able to do on a repeat basis? I wonder. Well, regardless, I need a weapon like this. I guess I'm not able to buff anything, so... But I can do this, actually. Oh, man. I just ruined everything. No, help. What's she doing? Bruh, no. Oh my gosh. Christ. Oh man, I didn't expect that to hit. Oh, that's gonna hit. Oh my god. This isn't supposed to be happening. Ah! Darn it. I forgot, like, when you don't have, like, a large enemy, they're not going to weather the, like, extra hit after you stagger them into visceral mode. It doesn't work, right? They just get out of that state. I mean, and that's good. That's like the basic mechanic, a basic way that the mechanic is supposed to work, right? That you need to, like, kind of see when and be ready to do the appropriate action when you get someone in a visceral state, staggered sort of visceral state. Okay. Yeah, so I mean that's good. No complaints about that. But on the other hand, given like larger enemies, they remain in their stagger. And so then it's a strat, right, to intentionally get off an extra hit first, because you have time if you're already in range, and then go ahead and do the visceral. I really like this combat BGM. Okay. Okay, yeah, I wasn't able to lock on at first. Oh no. Oh, I'm out of stamina. No, you're gonna have to come over here, fool. Oh, wait a minute. Why would I use that? What the heck? Like, that just ruins the timing of any attack. I'm really not sure how to get past that with either a fast weapon or a slow weapon. It doesn't seem to work out very well for me. Quick. Stagger. No, I needed them to stagger before they got aggroed, but too late. I suppose what you should do is just roll forward every time. That's all that does. Maybe because they're fiery. Ayo. Now, if they have like a significant number of weapons that have this kind of infinite long range, then they have to change the whole design of how they do things, which this exact combat is an example of different design. Making one that seems kind of created with the expectation that you might have a long range option. Oops. And built around challenging you in spite of that. Okay. Oops. What the? That still hit me. Come on. No, why is she jumping? I'm gonna die over that. Okay, health. Ah, darn it. I mistimed it. I could have attacked them if not for that. Now. Okay. Oh, darn it. Why do you have to leap backward? Ah. The lock-on's kind of killing me. Oh, man. You're dead. That was pretty cool. Dope. Okay, so that's a special enemy. He's not coming back. I mean, I knew that he was special in terms of that he had dialogue, but a little bit, but I thought he might be recurring. Okay. Now I do need to remember while because I'm remembering like I'm exploring this like church place. Elevator. Oh, okay. So that's to bring it back. That I was sent to find some certain place, those sort of sacred grounds, and ring a bell, I think. Aha. But how? Does the elevator go up then? I thought the elevator would probably go down. Fire Knight Seal. Alright, let's look at our new items. Oops. Helm of Wego. Oh, I like that name. Elder among the Fire Knights. 2 warped death masks stacked one on top of the other. Reduces FP used to summon spirits. Oh, that's why he has all of those. Gnawed at by loneliness, the old man turned his attention to the spirituality of Mesmer's flame, using it in a rite of resurrection. Yet the soulless bodies he brought to life were no comfort to poor Wego. So is he supposed to be the one who summoned all of those dudes in Caelid, or is someone else also doing the same thing? I don't think that the place that they're in some kind of ruins, but it doesn't seem like a kind of like church place like this. And it says that his thing is sort of about like spirituality and resurrection, right? I don't know. I mean, we'd have to look for other indications. Sacred seal of the Fire Knights, who answer directly to Mesmer the Impaler, enhances fire incantations of Mesmer. The emblem of Mesmer's army depicts a golden ring and the fire of his sacred seal. This armament has no skill. Okay, so this is like one of those incant things. Okay. I don't think I have even one incant related to Mesmer, and I killed him. So, there's that. I like these one-time enemies, right? That's like a design feature that Dark Souls 1 did a great job at, and Dark Souls 2 did a maybe questionable job at, but did do, and it was cool. Still, that it was included. All right, so I'm leaving and coming back with my like flask of Crimson Tears, so that if anything gets sus, iffy, or dicey, I can keep my ruins on death. But that's a design feature that I think was fantastic in Dark Souls 1. Made a comeback in Dark Souls 2, that it's good it was there, and then in Dark Souls 3, they had a little bit of it, and it was nice, but not enough. It seems like the feature got de-emphasized. Like, I don't think Bloodborne had it at all. Dark Souls 3, just a little bit with like the sort of icy Boreal Valley people. Elden Ring, it's more questionable to say because it's like a lot of it's the open world, and so then how do you count that, right? Like, you say it's a one-time enemy if it's like a boss with a health bar that's out in the open world. I think that's a little bit different. It's just a new concept. It's mini bosses that they didn't previously do. Okay, so this is the elevator. Oh, y'all still show up. Doesn't really seem like that makes sense. I mean, these are able to exist without him, I guess, but why do the ones that he specifically summoned also summon when he doesn't come? so I already came here and there was nothing. So what sort of place was this? It's not even... I guess it is a church. It looks like a pew. And it's apparently a Church of America, maybe the most extravagant one that we've seen. With actual windows. They figured out stained glass around here. Okay, so does that actually open? Yes. Okay. But yeah, because it makes it where, you know, it keeps playthroughs fresh in a way, where it's like each time you play through, there's certain aspects of navigating certain, like these environments that you may go through or take a look at multiple times on a given playthrough, but it won't be the same as the first time. The first time, you have these extra challenges to get through that it would be really inconvenient to have to do over and over again if you have to retraverse those same grounds, just like right now, like coming back from, you know, getting back my flask of Crimson Tears, right? But, you know, to give you that first time experience and make it kind of hard, like, you know, if you're going to come in here, we're gonna make you go through something to do it. And then after that, you're good if you overcome that challenge. All right? So I like that as a feature. Okay, so it's another elevator. This is the up one, I think. The other one was down. Exact opposite. Okay. This is what I asked. This was definitely the question I asked right in the beginning. Because I knew if the place was flooded, there should be something underneath. Alright. But before I go there, they really bothered to put those decorative window things, motifs in this dark space that almost no one will ever see. So, what was this church hiding? I guess we're about to find out in a moment. Up, 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 up. Wait, yeah. Oh. Not another one. These fools really give me trouble. Like, I gotta do this. Oh my gosh. Oh, great. Yeah, I was expecting that there was water here, but that somehow there would be something that was built where it's not actually going into that water. Okay, are there more enemies waiting to ambush me? Left, right, up, down. Over there. Oh, that did a lot of damage, much more than previously. Okay, good. So I thought I was about to jump out of the way. Oh, one of those thingies that I... Oh, wait, no. That's the one that I want. For a moment, I thought it was like one of those corpses that has the item that I'm not going to use. I do like the ash, like the spirit ashes conceptually. It's cool as a mechanic. It seems like it sort of makes good on a vision that they seem to have had since Demon Souls. You can see it in the Demon Souls cutscene, like what the cooperators, how they're portrayed, seems like, you know, kind of an in-world thing about just how the relationship with spirits, you know. But they don't seem to really design their games like mechanically around having multiple this lock-on issue, man. There you go. Darn it, that one is respawns. Okay. They don't seem to design the games around, like, the notion of having multiple, multiple sort of characters on the player's side to fight against the enemies. And so the AI copes with them terribly, and it just works as an easy mode valve. That's why I don't use them. Like if Spirit Ashes were like involved as a mechanic in a different sort of series of games that are not made like this, I might use them. I probably would use them. It's mostly that I just like the imagery of it. I like ringing the bell and having things like rise up and then fight as allies. Oh, okay, it's a good one. Good. I was hoping so. You. Oh, I was hoping to hit both at once. No. No. Darn, I really need that, like, constant life regen, spell. I used to carry it around. I've just forgotten with time because I haven't been playing Aya. Oh, so wait a minute. Am I back here? This is the same spot as before. Nice. Is it the same? It has to be. It's identical to where I drain the water from. Demasa, how did I get here? Yeah. How does this work? Like, I don't get this. Was it just closed from the other side before, or was I always able to go there? Into that church thing? Oh, wait a minute. Or was it that I dropped down here from before, and there was no way to come up because there was water. Now I can come up this way, and there's more to see, because there is no water. Something like that. Okay. But then that doesn't solve the mystery of that door. Because I have my doubts that a cave so deep under the ground is going to lead me back up here to come through that door the other way. Ah, my health bar looks so long. Tasteless. Oops. I knew that I could probably be fine, but... Okay. So... what I was looking at... I should have looked at the map. I forget that Elden Ring has a map all the time. But yeah, I mean, this is, this whole area is an open worldy area, right? It's not Metroidvania, really. Of course, it on the edges, it has it, on the fringes, right? It still has a little bit of stuff here that interlocks, but it's largely just kind of stuff placed around, kind of point crawly, but in a very close formation, closely cluttered formation. With certain level of diversity to the internals of the architecture. And so it works for me. I like it. I do think it would be better silent. Overall, I think that a lot is that, like, something was kind of lost in adding, like, BGM to, like, every area. Something was gained, too. But the way that it was before, where these games were just sort of silent. The mood that created, I feel like something about that was kind of heavier when you were in the dark places. Wait a minute, was I ever on top of this thing? I was. Oh, that's how you have to get there. You have to go back up that way. Okay, I got it. I get it now. And you can get back over there, conveniently, by taking the elevator I just took back up. Or wait a minute, maybe I don't need to do this. I think about it, because I think, am I not journeying back down to the ground level again anyway? But it's too late. I've chosen this way to go, so I'll go this way. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Wait, what? This is a long journey. This is different. Right? Huh? Nice. This place is dangerous. another. Ah, that's part of the secret. So I needed to leave anyway. Well, good. I'm not at any great risk right now because bonfire's right there anyway. I'd rather keep those enemies dead that were dead because there's a chance I could end up back over there. But then again, why should I? Why should I explore this if this isn't the solution to the problem I was just thinking about? I can come here after. And then I can go below. Wow. Look how this... Okay, I mean... So what I'm seeing here is that they've almost inverted the design of Elden Ring, right? In this Shadow of the Erdtree. Before, it was like open world in the big sense, but then Metroidvania when you go into certain concentrated locations. But in this sort of set of areas, especially this water one, it's like open plan on the individual area, right? Open plan on the individual area, but they're all interlocking in a Metroidvania style way. Alright, so how did I end up doing this time? And last time, I got led somewhere else. Are there two balconies? And I didn't realize that. And so I went down the wrong one that just simply sends you... Yeah, it looks like it. I went down this one. This sends you back. Alright. But it's both good. It's good to know that in general, and also I need to be in a different place now, right? Now, I don't think I can actually access it from here is the thing. You know, that's what I realized, and so didn't necessarily need to come up, but I'm glad I did. I learned something new. Okay, so this is an alternative way to jump down, but it actually hurts you. One thing, though, is that it's mostly one-time enemies here. I mean, those crabs come back. The big ones. So then once you kill up this place, it's like deserted, you know. It would be interesting if it actually was like kind of a central hub and there was reason to come back here. This reminds me of Firelink Shrine, which was originally supposed to be full of water. Anyone want to learn about literary devices? I know no one's watching this stream. I'm teaching about that today. About juxtaposition and its uses. Real simple. Well, or not. Actually, it's a real simple idea that's surprisingly sort of sophisticated in its the abstraction surrounding it. Quite the opposite of a lot of the other concepts, which are complicated just to describe what they are, but then the sort of abstract understanding of how to use them and all that is real simple. But yeah, I mean, I would be glad to teach that sort of thing in videos. I am not glad to see these darn Fire Knight dudes. Alright, let's buff up, max out our chances. Ayo! Okay, I'm not engaging. I'm not doing this. Oh my gosh! And also, how is there like a thing I missed? Ow! Darn it. I actually probably I might have been able to get that backstab if I hadn't, oh, I forgot. It actually, like, when you like, light these things, it actually makes that your new bonfire, you know? Like, that's not how it ever worked before. I don't really mind it because there aren't any really strong implications to that in this game, but oops. Not here. Here we go. But I tend to forget that that's how it works since it didn't before. I guess there's no benefit to going around the top of that Colosseum saying, oh wait, you can't. The branches aren't floating anymore. Clever. Honestly, this area, you know, it's pretty barren. It's like, it has encounters, but just enough. It's like, it's kind of like sparse, and a lot of it is empty. And it actually reminds me of my own dungeon design in my novel. Which is not necessarily my ideal for dungeon design or anything. It's just that in the book, it's lore friendly that it would be that way for most of the places that they go. That they wouldn't just be like something horrible in every room, you know. It doesn't really make sense. Okay. This is Deve. Now, let's repeat what was done earlier. That's really good. Like, that's like worthy of noting and writing, or you know, like having commentary about in the future. To design an area where it forces you at one point to do this, as a necessity of the situation, and then later, it's totally like there's no real like direct reason, nothing strongly compelling you to do it again, unless you remember and you're being resourceful, you know, and that it's a way to get somewhere else that's quote-unquote secret. That's really good. Okay. Hidden, rather. I guess the word hidden should be like the standard word instead of secret. I do feel like, I don't know, it might be worthy of... Wait a minute. Is this just the same side? I don't think so, right? It is. It's the same side. But then, how was I supposed to... get there? Was there any way from above? Maybe there was a different hole I could have come through. So I guess I should just stay away from that enemy and try again. Should be a little bit easier to get past the Fire Knight this time because I don't have to pick up the item. Oh, by the way, is there a new blessing for me here? And also, I should change my spells a little bit. Yeah. How strong am I now? Let's, I'll check that in a minute. Memorize spell. I always forget what it's called. Honestly, this is the least urgent one you would ever need to apply. So maybe I can put it in this spot. Go down, and then I have to click through like a lot of stuff from there to get to the actual lightning buff. It's getting to be too much now. How should this work? Kind of hard to say. I think the ideal layout is going to be... Which, by the way, can I do a bunch of incants now? Because, like, if that's build-friendly to do... it's a bunch of sorceries because of... If that's build-friendly because of the new sort of incant... Faith-based incant thingy, I'll do it. That works for me. I mean, Aya is supposed to just be so... It definitely knows magic stuff. It's not actually that she can't do other types of spells in terms of my conception of the character. It's just simply that she's not like an int character. Alright, so let's see here. From there, I can go ahead and add NZ to other buffs. Which poison, you know, I haven't found a use for it yet, but it's good to have on hand. I've never even attempted to use those golden arcs before. And if I'm recharging my magic now on each strike, then it actually makes sense for me to use it. Only thing is, I don't have the memory slots. I don't think. Right, so we got dun. Now this. Alright, so this one should be the last one, I think. I don't know. Instinctively, that's what I think right now. I feel like I might be wrong about that. But, alas. So, let's, and I guess that'll make me able to do this, too. Which I've never been able to do. Okay. Sorry, I always get disoriented and confused when I deal with these big menus. It's a pattern. Like Dark Souls 2, it was a thing too, although I really like the display in Dark Souls 2, and they've pretty much taken from that for this one. Okay, so what I was looking to do was to add back in that beast thing. It's a beast incant, isn't it? But it's not this. Oh, wait, I can increase my damage negation? I completely forgot about that. That could have come in handy in some other encounters. Alright. Yeah, so I can turn this on. And I really like that new lightning spell, even though it's, like, kind of useless. I mean, if I had it on at the same time as I had someone poisoned, that would be pretty cool, but... okay, so then... Yeah, I'm gonna... No, what? No, this doesn't make sense. Does it? Does it? How much clicking through would I have to do if I was using the lightning, right? I'd start on the left with the golden vow, then I'd click all the way through to the lightning, and then I'd click all the way through to the thing. I guess I just have to array it each time, regardless. It's never going to make sense. It's just like, I always like the lightning to be, like, on call, like, right next to the first thing, right? Okay, so there's this. Then there's the thorns, and then there's, like, this thingy, right? Alright. I bet it does some damage when I do it, because my build. That is slow, but it covers a lot of distance. Huh. That's very slow. Interesting. Well, if it does damage, it could be useful. Really slow, but I think a lot of enemies are not well equipped to dodge it. Can I, like, just not aggro this person? Yes. Alright. So this time, I won't jump down immediately. There's no way. That's not even an open window, is it? It is. But I can't jump in like that. That's asking for it. To attempt such a thing. I hate that it kind of looks like you almost can. But I just don't think the jump works that way. No. Huh. So, there's no other way down. Like, there's no other hole in the roof. Yeah, this just doesn't help. Nothing. Huh. Henlamo. Is there another way to get over there, like, from the other side? Because there's no advantage to this, to being up here. Unfortunately, because of time constraints, I don't think I'll be able to solve this mystery today. It may be a pretty simple solution. I'm sure it is. But I'd rather make sort of more robust use of the time that I have. And then try to figure this out at the moment. So let's log it mentally. Mentally as in by use of mind. Without, well, being entirely agnostic about the state of that mind, to be clear. Honestly, I can't resist. So glad that reached. there's another one, right? I can probably get away from that one and just get on the elevator. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I know I could have warped, but I like to stay in the world as much as I can. Okay, not as much as I can. Oh, that's nice. That's actually quite nice. Quite well suited for combat. Should I wear that? This definitely has more of a royal air to it. I might wear that sometimes, but maybe not now. So this is that guy who was causing me so much trouble when I was on the run. And so is that, I'm pretty sure that's the ladder, or not. That is not the ladder, like not the, oh yes it is. The ladder that goes to the center of that bookcase, above. Okay, so these guys are going to annihilate me if and when I attack that guy. Definitely not efficient. Oh no! Here's the wrong flask. How is that out? Definitely not efficient to use this weapon for them. Got nowhere to back up to. No. No. Oh no. No, no. Thrusting shield ka. 面白いね. Interesting. どういうことそら? Yeah, I have a weird habit of saying sora instead of sore. I was told nobody does that, and then I heard somebody do it. Silver thrusting shield embedded with glintstones. Enables the wielder to attack and guard simultaneously. Once wielded by Rilana, the Twin Moon Knight, during her sole entry into ritual combat, a demonstration of fidelity to the Erdtree. Shield Strike, a skill that uses a shield to attack. Repeated inputs allow for follow-up attacks. Okay, so this is actually really good for, what is the dude's name? I have another character, who's like a magical, he's like an int, strength int shield user. It's too bad he's not here. I should have had this running all the time. And let me like remind myself this exists. Would you call that unintentional fan service? I would. Yeah, here we are. I wonder if I can hop off the ladder and get there. I think I can't. Which is kind of funny. There's a way to get off the ladder, but you have to like hurt yourself. So they are not going to be friendly if I attack him. Oh, but he'll fall off, so it's okay. Or I can make him afterward, but I think he will right off. Goodbye. Oh, they don't care. pretend not to notice. I hear wings, obviously. This is a worse position to be in. Ah, it's not wings, it's something much worse. Have to be merciless because those things are so dangerous. They are insta-kills waiting to happen. It's interesting how we transition from saying insta-kill to one-shot. I feel like it's probably, I don't really know, but did it come from the shooting game area? That seems like a natural thing to assume. And I guess it's nice to have some diversity to the origins of our terminology. Since so much of it comes from MMOs and from fighters. Get some from shooters. Huh. Now, Sigmire 2.0 down there. I wonder if there's anything up here that she needs. Wow. Well, here is a... I was going to say Elemer Briar for some reason. A Mesmerian incant. That's definitely a symbol of Mesmer. Whoa. This is all rather unexpected. What is that? All I was expecting was the lever to pull. And that lever would readjust a few things, and that would be it. Oh, there's really more. Okay, I may have to reevaluate this area. I mean, it's just so brilliantly made. It's expansive. What the? Okay, ladder. The reach? Only the fire reached, interesting. Oh no. Okay, come on, come on, come on. I don't want to aggro too. It could get bad for me very quickly. Huh, that actually distracted it. That's quite interesting. I didn't think they had such a mechanic. Come on. Didn't work. A? It's hitting the thing above. Huh. Well, that's no good. I don't like this. That'll hit. It didn't. Okay, just give me the item. It's not anything. Seems like they're here intentionally, given that there's sculptures of them. Oh, darn it. Come on. Darn it. Gotcha. Okay, I can't jump over there. I have to find a different way. And there's another elevator. This is the most challenging kind of rafter section. I mean, I know it doesn't look challenging, but I do feel pretty at risk of rolling off trying to fight that particular enemy. And they're not that easy for me to hit from afar. It's kind of nonsense gameplay, but just pointing out that usually these sections are really easy, and this one isn't as much so. Okay, so you actually need to jump down there anyway. Wow. どういうこと、それ? I guess I can check now. An Erdtree incantation discovered in the realm of shadow. Fires a golden shockwave. Oh, I know what this is. It's the one that special sort of red enemy was using. Fires a golden shockwave that knocks back nearby foes. Charging increases the size of the shockwave. When the Elden ring was shattered, the people of the realm of shadow felt it too, and feared it as a sign of the Erdtree's wrath. Interesting. That just sounds like it's like analogous. Like the lore it gave is like not related at all. It's just by analogy, by a metaphor, it sounds similar. Analogy, I guess, was right. Yeah. Now, I don't like that I'm directly in the sight line of this enemy immediately. Might have to do some nonsensical hijinks here. This is looking like a pretty hijink-friendly situation. Or just take the elevator. The issue with that is that... Okay, so it's just that one doing that attack. Oh no, it's also this attack. I bet... Oh, okay, it doesn't splash through. I was gonna say, I bet it gets through, but it doesn't. Yet another one. I guess that wasn't such a dangerous situation. Okay, so just a really big rune. Okay. What else is there? Is there really nothing else? There's got to be a lever that's going to move all of those bookcases. Now I'm in a hurry. That's just a place I've been before. It surely is. Huh. Is that the original elevator? Or a different one? Did that enemy fall? He fell, I think. What's that elevator about? That's not the original one, is it? Maybe it is. Probably is. Let's not be fooled. That, or it just swaps places with this one. Huh. That makes sense. Yeah, it does swap places. Glad I'm not light rolling, honestly. Can't just let me take it from here. So, have I been there? It looks like it's right here, accessible, and yet it seems like I haven't actually gone there. Oh, this is all new. Or is it? I'm confused. I thought that this was just the ladder from the beginning, but no. No, it isn't. The ladder from the beginning is over there. I've come around the other side. I'll just use the ladder, not hurt myself. And we've got no lever anywhere around, right? Oh, I wish I could delay that. I lose lock on. That could have gotten me killed. Okay, what? Is there like a sudden gust? What happened to you, buddy? Alright. Left. Right. Wow. Oh, I see. Yeah, so that's why I could see icons of Mesmer. So it looks like we're going down again. Eh? Honto? I thought for sure this would be a door that opens, and it would have like some major implications. Probably should have looked around at least a little bit more. Huh? Dokoda. This is a place I could have just walked into at any moment. Impossible. I've got to be on higher ground or something. Formerly out of reach. Have mercy for the spirited away shamans. But I still never found out how to remove that bookcase, I'm pretty sure. Wow. Oh. Hello. Looks like the Dragon Slayer armor. We'll see how the spear does. I feel like this is probably a good one for my claws. Right now, I just need them souls back. In fact, I was ready to level already, I think, was I not? I was close, for sure. Wow. That's really cool. That was an amazing moment, honestly. Let me capture some of it. All right. Yeah. Quick load. Let's... Ugh, 910 is just so much. But... I mean, we're seeing what's happening here. I wish I had gotten a better view of actually the damage output that that enemy has. Oh wait, but I'm doing mitigation. Well, that's even... I don't know. Let me remove the damage mitigator so I can see without risk to my flasks how much damage that guy does. Oh wait, I don't have it on. I didn't realize that. I like my damage mids. I mean, I guess they want me to call torrents. That's the idea. I've never fought with torrent before. Really. Yeah, see, you know. I mean, I didn't die from it. That's true. So maybe it's viable. I mean, because that's his basic attack. I didn't die from it. And then his strong attacks I would die from. Like, that's pretty much how it's supposed to be. But given who it is, it's just like a random boss. Like, yeah, I mean, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. Just because I want to go ahead and get this decision out of the way so I can change my wondrous physic. Alright, so forget rune loss. For now, I'll stick with the stance breaking because I'll keep using this weapon for a moment. Oh, this could be useful now that I'm using a fire spear of all things. I might just want the damage mid, honestly. Oh, I used to have a dex boost. Was I using that before? I probably was. I don't need that anymore though. Because I get no damage out of upping my dex anymore. Okay, boost holy attacks. I don't think I can use charge attacks against this guy. He moves too fast. Yeah. Give me my mitts. Oops, I forgot. I'm good to see it coming up here. Ah, pretty good at it. I tried to jump, but it didn't work. Help, but no time. Yeah, they're trying to finally make a boss where you have to use the horse. Because if they don't make me, I won't do it, typically, right? It's like, he's like Radon, but Radon you don't need the horse except to just get near him, and then it's over for using the horse. This is different. This guy's fast. Oops. Well, maybe they don't want you to use it. I cannot dodge that. I feel like this is so much tougher than it looks like it is. I know that I could light roll. That would be nice. Also, I don't need this. Definitely don't need that either. Or this. That could probably really come in handy here. I know that, like, this guy's gonna be, like, crit based. It's gotta be. Alright. Let me just throw fire spears at this guy. He's still quite fast even when I have my horse. What the heck? He can turn like that? I mean, I guess I can turn like that actually. Think about it. Just my horse can't attack. Oh my gosh. Everything's designed around assuming that you have projectiles and negating the fact that you do. Okay, that does nothing. But if it's charged, I wonder if it's meaningful. Yes, it is. Ooh. Oh no. Wow, Shadow Colossus. Oh no. That's not hard to dodge, but this is. Man, it's full charge or nothing, huh? Why is his name Gaius, though? That's so much health I have now. Okay. I guess I probably should have fucked up. My gosh, I mean, that's specifically to counter what I did. Oof. Is that the key? Just don't be on his weapon side? Not really. Not if you can do that so easily and quickly. It might be the opposite. That his weapon side makes him more vulnerable, actually, when he attacks. Oh my gosh. Huh. I don't know how to crack this. This is new territory. Wholly uncharted. And given that I have other directions to go in, I have an inclination to not try to crack it just yet. He basically is the threshold guardian to the Erdtree area. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. I got lucky. Put the weapon back. Okay. So I can actually do that. Got him. Oh my god. Huh. That armor, that's amazing. The armored saddle. Like they were thorough. This is interesting. Like this is new territory for the entirety of the series of games. Huh. Like a real mounted battle. But, I mean, Torrent doesn't seem well suited for this. Think. What's going on? I've been able to level up Torrent this whole time. Oh man, I like that it has accurate aiming, but darn. Like there's not just like I hit the target automatically. Oh. Ah, darn it. All right. There's another approach I can take. Not a good one, I don't think, really, but I'm gonna try out my typical approach. Fight normally. Am I light? No, I'm not light. I gotta get rid of this. Huh. So that's an incentive for sure to level up my stamina a little bit more. Endurance. Okay. Ooh. I mean, we already saw that Mesmer has the dark sign on his face. Armored Boris suggests that we're like in a place with some relation to Lordran. Nice. The light roll does help. That was very hard to do before. I knew I was being greedy. I wanted to see how far I could push it. Oh. Ah. Okay. Well, they're not gonna make me fight on the horse. They're not gonna do it. They tried. I still don't fight on horseback, as it turns out. Because that's clearly the superior strategy. So forget about this. I need that, unfortunately, probably. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't, but I think that I do. Because getting the bleed thing instead would be amazing. Like, he's kind of tanky. It would be great to have an extra boost. All the more so if I just use this. But then I'm not getting all that extra damage out of it. You know. Oh, tough before he gets it. Good. Ah, darn, I didn't get the timing. No? Oh man, wasn't close enough. Oh. Darn it. Didn't get anything out of that. Oh. That was a light roll saving me. I'd been screwed without light roll. Oh, darn it, that was all me. The bleed is not easy to inflict on him at all. Which means maybe just going full bleed with it that might be the strat, actually. I really wish I could have out that the other little staff thingy at the same time so that I can also put on the thorns. I know I can put it on and then take it away, but that'd be such a hassle to do over and over again as I retry. Which means that maybe I'll leave and come back with that ability once I level up just a little bit more so that I can carry it and light roll. Oh. Oh, man. Oh. Nice combo. Yeah, it's the plan. So I think I'll just observe, I just want to observe like what I can do bleed-wise on this enemy. And then probably pack up. Head out. Oh, wow. That's along the way. Just want to see what I can do. Trying to get close. Not with it. Wow. It's crazy for like a mounted boss to be this difficult. I mean, the dragon, I guess the dragon thing is pretty hard. The dragon sentinel guy, but it's in a different way. Darn it. Considering I'm putting on those pants from earlier. Just because it looks cool fighting in the field that way. Ah, darn it. No damage, man. Much tougher than Gilbert. I think Gilbert took me 2 tries in Sekiro, but Sekiro is just like that. You just abuse the enemies. Let's see. It's the new and improved Gilbert. Oh. I'm so ill-equipped for this. But I mean, I don't know how to be well-equipped for this. Like, who's well-equipped for this? Like, it's not that intimidating of a boss in the grand scheme because he surely has 1 health bar. I think he probably only has 1 phase. And the damage isn't that bad, given that there's a prospect of bleed and all that too. So maybe stagger if I use a different weapon. So yeah, it's like learn to dodge a few of his attacks, and like you're good probably. Like, I mean, no, it's not going to be easy, honestly. Darn, that thorn thing though could really come in handy. So I should leave and come back, like for sure. Oh man. Oh no. He really recovered so quick. Oh man. It's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Darn it. Should keep in mind that I do have a range of weapons. Like, oops, get up, get up, get up. Like, I have a few to choose from. Oof. Exactly the wrong timing. Oh, I almost had that. Ah. Honestly, I can kind of feel it clicking already. It's kind of clicking at this point. Oops, I don't need that. But I still want the thorns. Oh my gosh. He could have a second phase. Just thinking it could be something simple, like getting like grace empowerment or something. Like the hippo did. No, I wouldn't call the hippo version of it simple. No, what is she doing? Of all things. I'm gonna get hit. Rundled. Why is it leaving? That was a long death screen. That has the potential to become one of the most, actually. I was talking about it forcing me to get on the horse. It might do the opposite. It might be the most the most typical battle of my playstyle ever. Like, when it's said and done. Because if it turns out that instead it's quagmiring him to go in circles in the corner right in the doorway, and then just slashing him up with a fast weapon in a continuous circle pattern, that's exactly it's so typical. Oh my god. Oof. I'm not sure, like, when the hog comes, I think it does, like, an actual attack. It doesn't just run through you. Like, I think it might actually, like, buck you. And I'm not sure, like, should you wait for it to start doing that to initiate the roll? Or should you roll before it even begins doing that, once it gets into a certain range? Oops, I shouldn't have buffed so early. Why did I dive him in this time? I mean, it seems like I should have, but, like, why did I? Is there wall damage in this game? That's, like, obscure. Like, it's not that obscure. There are some other circumstances. It doesn't seem like it ever comes up, but theoretically it could. Like, fighting Mesmer and then getting hit against the railings. Why did I get hit? Oh man, it reached. I wasn't supposed to reach. Yeah, I mean, that timing seemed wrong, but I'm just trying to understand it. Huh. Almost looking like an elephant. But I know it's a pig. It's just the eyes. Alright, so we're out of here. I'm not doing this right now. Because I would rather be able to coat myself in thorns with great ease and gain that advantage of getting a little bit of extra damage on it just by rolling around. Not to mention something. What was it? I can't remember, but I was also thinking about putting on that lightning stuff to rack up some more damage. Poison would actually be nice on this, but it seems like it's probably very hard to poison. It's a big hardy creature. Okay, so I don't need to change any of those, but I do need to change my flask. She'll be back. Just a minute. On second thought, I realize the time, and unfortunately, as much as I would like to keep on adventuring, it doesn't permit now and today. I just realized something. Is it true what I thought I realized, what I was thinking about? Perhaps not. Can't quite tell. What I was thinking about is that this area that I'm in right now might actually be gating my access to this one. Which would kind of seem like that guy over here, yes, was talking about. This looks like a jail potentially, but maybe it's just a crater with like a, oh no, it's like a crater with like a beast in it. Maybe it's a different type than the usual ones, or maybe it's just another one of those. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I assumed always that like I would come out of the back of Shadowkeep and get access to these areas. So perhaps you pass through here somehow and get up there. What if I have to go down here first? Kind of doubt that, but maybe. And then there's this, right? And of course I'm trying to make it to this, which is close at hand. Alright. So that's an interesting thing to note. But there are some like quite prominent unexplored places to take a look at. You know, I never even looked at this. For all I know, there could be just like another Scattertree blessing just sitting here. Probably not, given that there was one right here, and then you would just go around the corner and get another, but it's possible. But aside from that, more prominently, in terms of for what I've been thinking about, is that there was that whole area, I think it's this one, you know, after there's the giant sort of living failure jar enemies, and then that bridge into like Ulasil, basically, that way, that I haven't traveled yet, as well as that cave that I found below the water ruins. A lot of places to go. This is something with regards to adventure. I think this really tops the lands under the veil of the Erdtree's light. But it's going to have to be it for now. Well, there is certainly something below.